Hey guys, and welcome to United Daily. It's my first video and we will be doing a Granada versus Manchester United preview. Currently we hold a 2-0 lead over Granada. However, we do have major players missing, with 50% of our back four, Maguire and Luke Shaw, alongside McTominay out with suspension, with Bailly missing the match due to I think it was coronavirus, confirmed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I will pick my 11, the 11 I think we should play versus Granada, versus the 11 I think Ale will play versus Granada. I will play a 4-2-3-1 counter-attack. Obviously, they're losing 2-0 already. They might have to go for it. And so we could probably counter them and hopefully do the same what we did to Real Sociedad. However, Ale, I think he'll play boring, two defensive midfielders, keep it tight, nick a goal. And so we could probably counter them and hopefully do the same what we did to Real Sociedad. Mourinho-esque football, and I just don't want that to happen. I hope we can play our own game, and I'll pick a team to counter and just attack Granada. I have a bad feeling it could be Real Sociedad versus Man United second leg, boring 0-0. I just hope it don't happen. Starting with the lineup in goal, I think we know the drill now. First choice keeper is in the Premier League and the second choice keeper is in the Europa League. So David De Gea will play in this match. I think it's a bit unfair how the David De Gea was dropped. He wasn't dropped based on mistakes or merit. It was based on the birth of his child, and I think that was the totally unfair way to do it. Dean Henderson deserves the number one choice, I feel, because he is younger and he has more years, and he is on the rise, whereas De Gea is on. But the manner in which the club has handled it has been poor. They have used the birth of his daughter as an excuse to get rid of him and to put Dean Henderson as the number one choice. Don't get me wrong, Dean Henderson should be the number one choice, but it should be based upon merit rather than external choices. So I pick David De Gea. Right back, I would have loved to have given Williams a chance. I think he's deserved the chance all season. However, it hasn't happened, and it's been Wan-Bissaka for 95% of the games. And I think Wan-Bissaka has been poor recently. You talk about last week Europa League game, the Premier League game against Brighton. He's been very poor. And because of this, I think what Williams does because 50% of our first choice defense is missing, and I don't want to make too many changes to the back four. Or else I would have given Williams this game. Instead, I'll play Wan-Bissaka this game and Williams the next game. The rest of the defense picks itself. Bailly and Maguire out. So in comes in Victor Lindelof and Tuanzebe. I think Ole has thrown Tuanzebe in the deep end against PSG, where he's done good, on accident you could say, or unbelievably, and then against Sheffield, which he done really bad. And he's thrown him into the deep end again, so it'd be interesting to see how Tuanzebe does tonight. And Lindelof, who's had a very up and down season. Up last week when he got his assist against Granada, but down when he made a mistake against Spurs. Left back, Luke Shaw's out, so Telles comes in. Another player has been thrown into the deep end in a number of games, including the Sheffield game where he done really bad. So it'd be interesting to see how Telles does tonight. With Maguire and Bailly out, and maybe Lindelof with a bad back, we can have Marcus Rashford 2.0 with Wolfish, who's been added to the Europa League B squad. So just watch out for that. I mean, we've been looking for a defender. What if he's been in our team the whole time? Now moving to the midfield pivot with McTominay out, we'll play Fred as the more defensive midfielder and Pogba as the more attacking one. Ideally, you'd love to put Van de Beek in there, but with this game and the magnitude, I don't think he can, even though he's a really good player. Because it is essential that you play Pogba in the midfield pivot. I hope you don't play Matic. And since we're playing counter-attack, I think Paul Pogba would be good giving in the long balls like he done to Rashford in the Chelsea game last season. Maybe it's a case of win the game 2-0 at half-time, bench Pogba for Van de Beek, and then we'll go from there. Now the front three, I've gone for pace rather than anything. I think they will attack us. They have to attack us if they want to win, and I think this would be a great opportunity to exploit them. on the counter like we did with Sociedad. So I'd play 3 fast forwards. James on the left for his work rate also coming back. Diallo, I think this could be a shock. I don't think Ole will play Diallo because of his inexperience, but I would. He's quite good at dribbling, and I think in behind will be very dangerous. With Greenwood up front, striker, I think he'd do good in behind, and I think Greenwood just needs a run of games in the number 9 position, and I think he could be the main striker for next year if Cavani leaves. And obviously with Erling Haaland, I don't think it will happen. We don't have the funds for it, so I think we do have to rely on Greenwood a little. The perfect front three probably would have been Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood, I think, but with Martial injured, I don't think he can. And obviously Rashford, I mean, he's been playing on one ankle and one shoulder the whole season. I'd give him as much rest as possible. I don't even think we should play him in the Premier League anymore. I think second place is secured. I think just play him in the Europa League, but I think this game I don't think we'll need him for it anyway. And Cavani, he put in a great performance against Spurs, but I don't like playing Cavani every 3 games a week. He won't be able to hack it. He's getting older, and I think he could get injured from this game, hence why I would not play him. And obviously with the performance Cavani gave against Spurs, I don't think he will be 100%. So that's my team anyway. Maybe it's a case of win the game 2-0 at half-time, bench Pogba for Van de Beek, and then we'll go from there. And with a lot of injuries, I think you could see a few of the youngsters getting onto the bench and possibly even playing. You talk about the Medjbri, the Alanga, Wolfish, obviously Shoretire, and Diallo I've picked, so who knows. Now I'm gonna pick Ole's team. I think he will play very pragmatic. I think he'll play maybe for a 0-0, like he did against Sociedad in the second leg. I hope he does not, because it's a boring watch. His team, I've got De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzi, Lindelof, and Telles. Same back 5, you could say. In midfield, I think he could make it. I think he will play Fred and Pogba, but I hope he does not play Fred and Matic. Fred and Matic, if you remember against the West Ham game, it was a boring watch. 120 minutes to 1 goal from McTominay coming on from the bench. It was a boring watch. It was a struggle to watch it. It's probably the worst game Ole has had in terms of fluidity and entertainment. So I hope he does not go for Fred and Matic. That team, no, just vibes, no passing ability, you could say. And obviously, I think he will pick Bruno there. He'll pick James, Greenwood, but on the right and the left wing. I don't mind that team as long as he does not play Fred and Matic. But yeah, apart from the Fred and Matic thing, I think it'll be alright if he plays Fred and Pogba. Okay, and my prediction for this game, I think it will be a 2-0 win. I think probably goals from Mason Greenwood, who's back in form. He's been playing good for the past 4 months. He just hasn't had the goals and the assists to get the recognition that other youngsters such as Foden and Saka had. I think his gameplay this season has been better than last season, and I think he will get a goal alongside Bruno. I think maybe a penalty. So yeah, I think that's my prediction. And Matic, but yeah, apart from the Fred and Matic thing, I think it'll be alright if he plays Fred and Pogba. Obviously it's my first video. If it's bad, comments please don't make me cry, please. And let me know what other videos I should do. I will do player ratings after the game. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to do. Alright, thanks for watching anyway. First video, I'm out. And then